Hello everybody, I'm TG and welcome back to the House of Sleaze. Today I'm here to show you a little spin on creature Nicholai, and wow, this is the last thing I expected from Nicholai, but it is amazing. You guys have got to check this out. What makes this deck unique is it uses all the firearm cards, and you might be thinking, well, we've seen that a million times. No, when I say all the firearm cards, I mean all the firearm cards, including the enhancers. Well, actually, there's going to be two I can't use because I don't have the space for them, but I'll show you guys that and why I'm choosing what I'm choosing. So I'm going to get into the build, and then I'm going to explain to you guys why it works, and then I'll show you a match that I played using it, which was just unbelievable. So let's check it out. So to start things off with, for Nemesis, I'm going with Extermination because it really is the strongest variant, and I can't really find a need to use any of the other ones. Now next, for Predator, I'm going for UBCS Monitor, which tracks the survivors and reduces their attack damage whenever they're getting attacked by creatures. And lastly, I'm using Watchdog. This is the linchpin of this build. It automatically spawns a creature whenever you use a firearm card, and that means any firearm card. And then quickly, for his exclusive cards, I'm using the Radar Pulse because I like the tracking, and I'm switching out the AP Gator for the Turret Machine Gun. So now let's take a look at his equipment. I'm using Resilient Skin 3 and 2, Fresh Blood 3, and Modified Gear 2. The reason I'm using mostly creature gear is because we're going to be spawning so many creatures, and I'll show you how. You want them to be as chonk as possible, and Nicholai doesn't really have much to increase his creature health, so that's why we need the Resilient Skin, and Fresh Blood is Fresh Blood, one of the best pieces of equipment in the game. You will see we are really going to be relying on our creatures doing their own thing and getting grabs off without us having to jump into them. And lastly, Modified Gear 2 is really important because it's all firearms. We need to jump in and out of guns as soon as we possibly can, and this will help us combat a Jan. Now look at this crazy ass deck. We're using the machine gun, both rifles, energy booster firearms, air cannon, and all 4 of the enhancers, as well as our efficiency mod firearms for obvious reasons. Now how this build works and why it works is every single time you pull out a firearm, it's going to spawn a random creature in the room that you're looking at. So that means it can spawn a zombie dog, a regular zombie, tough zombie, jester, detonator, dealer, and even a licker. It's rare, but you can spawn a licker, all for the cost of the firearm card. Now, a lot of you might be saying, well, what's an unbuffed creature going to do? That's why we're using our enhancers. Because you pull out an enhancer, costs 1, you can get a creature out of that, and then buff it right away, and any other creatures that are in the room with that same enhancer. So that means Nicholai is going to be able to fill up a room faster than any of the other masterminds, and they're all going to be buffed because you're going to be cycling through your enhancers so fast. And I can tell you guys don't believe me, so you have to see this in action. Let's check out a match I played earlier using this, and they've all pretty much gone the same way. Okay, it doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter what level they are going the fuck down. Little Martin, oh, I hope you're using your flash, because this ain't going to help.
This will be easy.
So before I really get things moving here, because this does actually require quite a lot of attention to keep up, I just want to mention that I'm not using a viral mod, because you might think that would help, but actually whenever you're spawning a creature with your firearms, for whatever reason, viral mod does not take effect. I don't know if that's an oversight or what, but that's why we're doing that. So as you can see, this room is pretty much almost completely buffed up, full of creatures, and now what I'm going to do is just kind of mess with the survivors a little bit. You can see spawning dogs is actually, it's not as bad as you might think, because the dogs are going to distract the survivors whenever you're taking them down with firearm cards.
My kind of weapon, yes!
And I am using a fully trap preset, so just think about this. Nicholai now has the greatest versatility in the game. You have a screen that is full of creatures, you're taking them down with firearms, and they have to look at the ground to deal with your traps. So the survivors are not going to know what the hell's going on, they're not going to know how to deal with this stuff, and it's crazy, and it works like nothing I've ever seen. This is one of the strongest builds in the game right now, I think. Now, they all seem to be converging here, which means I'm not going to last very long, but even if they get through Area 1, in Area 2, they're going to have to start dealing with Nemesis, so all this shit they're going to have to deal with, and then Nemesis on top of that, it's just a recipe for utter destruction. Oh, signal jammer's not gonna help you, Martin. Just look at the rate at which you can get these guys out, and the economy is nothing. Not once have I been hurting for bioenergy. And you know, even if they take down your zombies now and then before you get a chance to buff the room, you don't even care, because you're just gonna spawn another one, and whenever you go in to do damage with your guns, it's just gonna pop another creature behind them. See, Martin, I guess he must think that I'm spawning these creatures, you know, regularly.
I doubt you will live to use it.
But it's unfortunate that he's using his signal jammer. You can see my modified gear came into play there. Now, my favorite thing is whenever it spawns a dealer, because they are one of my favorite creatures. And with the fresh blood, they do really well on their own. Ah, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, Tyrone.
They are the best.
So my accuracy, as you all know, is notoriously shit, but not that big a deal, because I got the creatures backing me up.
Try and face me. This will not go well for you.
So on top of everything we're doing here, we're also getting them infected because of our enhancement infection. So 4.5 minutes. Not too bad considering it's prison. Not a huge fan of prison. But things are really going to get hot and spicy in Area 2. Now I pray Yurik is in a good spot, but as long as he's not like right in their face, it shouldn't be too much of a problem to get him nice and juicy before they get to him. That's good. I'll take this. So let's see how fast we can load this room up. And actually, see if I can just delay them a little bit here. Oh, eat it, T. Eat it. Okay, so here they come. But my good friend Nemesis is also on the way. Ah, Martin wasted that flash. Didn't go in. Doesn't go through the window, buddy. Oh, down you go. Oh, no. That's alright, we'll make up for that. Oh, looks like we got Tyrone's fever here. Oh, I'm coming for you, Tyrone. Where are you gonna go? Now, the only downside to using Nemesis is you're not spawning creatures while he's out. Ah. Fuck, 3 flashes, eh? Alright, let's see if we can save Yurik's life here. Get that regen on him, nice. And that's exactly what we want. See, that's why we're using fresh blood. Because whenever the creatures grab the survivors, we can just fucking spread them with bullets. Yeah, there we go. Looks like this room is their fucking tomb.
Come
So you see now the power of this fucking build. It's unbelievable. I've played about 20 matches so far using it just while I was tweaking the equipment, and I haven't lost a single one. And if someone like me with the worst accuracy of any player I've ever seen in the game can do it, you can definitely do it too. It's a great counter to the shotgun meta. It's a great counter to debuff Martin. And remember, kids, TG said it first. So that's the build. Check it out yourself and let me know down below the success you've had with it and what you guys think. And as always, I'm TG. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. If not, keep it sleazy.
But